3, 2, 1. So
We're
my name is
so and so and so and so,
and we are comedians. And
we're
every
here to
week
tell
that we
Reddit
do some
stories.
stuff.
It's not for kids and not for grown-ups.
I'm Jake.
I'm Jason.
And we are two London lads that have moved abroad to Thailand to start our own children's theatre company called Abstract Kids.
Cheers.
And this is Jeff. Welcome.
And this is Suitcase.
What the? Mm-hmm. I was looking for that the whole time. I feel like we need to introduce Jeff properly.
Yeah,
it's been a long time
and
coming.
we need to introduce Suitcase.
Suitcase. Try to teach Jeff Limelack. Suitcase. Jeff is, I don't know if you can see him. He's an alien. He comes from space, and he actually has been traveling around the whole world. He's probably been to more countries
Than you.
than your mum.
Whoa. Or your dad.
Well, I'm talking about your mum. Or
Wait.
my dad.
No.
Technically my dad, yeah.
I think Jeff's been to more countries than my mother, yes.
Yeah, it's quite interesting, isn't it? Jeff has been jetting around the world with us for I don't even know where. All these places, Nepal, Dubai, Hong Kong,
China, Beijing.
and then back to Phuket.
Thailand.
Yep. And he is
He's eager to go to more.
He's more popular than us.
Yeah, he is.
He's probably the most popular thing I've ever met in my entire life.
Listen, if you ever have issues at any immigration or security or anything, just take Jeff with you and everything's going to be all right.
Anywhere, at the airport, anything. As soon as you're walking with Jeff and you just
do a little
smile,
kiss,
or you go...
Yeah.
People they go insane.
And Jake and I just pass him to each other like he's like a secret weapon to like deal with a situation.
Yeah.
People in the line smiling. You ever feeling sad? Just all you need is a blow of the kiss from Mr. Jeff.
He's actually, I don't know what it is, but he gets us through every situation. He's
great.
actually more popular than us. People don't want us to come anymore. They want Jeff to come.
The difference, sometimes I forget we have Jeff, but the difference walking around with and without Jeff is like night and day.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
We take him with us for dinner. We take him with us for breakfast. We take him with us everywhere.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't be here without him, to be honest. So thanks, Jeff.
And Jeff's a funny one, right? Because even though he's from space and he doesn't talk and he has a massive head, what we've learned from Jeff, wherever we are in the world with Jeff, they all react the same to him. Like they all just smile and laugh or giggle or go like, "Oh, happy Halloween!" And he's taught us that just people are people and kids are kids.
Yeah.
You know?
When we've traveled to these countries, we've been the alien in their country.
Yeah. And he's
But
like the
it
alien
helps.
of the alien.
Yeah, it helps us because everyone just smile.
You realise we are all just the same with just different clothes and different culture, but we are all just the same. Because then when there's an actual alien in the room, everyone's just laughing together.
We love you, Jeff.
We love you, Jeff.
But there is one surprise that I have, and Jeff doesn't show anyone this, but why not show the whole entire world?
No. It's so much bigger than you thought, right?
It's just so huge. This is why we cover him up.
Yeah, he's insecure about his
Yeah, he's
head.
very insecure. It's too much.
No, he does suit the hat though, doesn't he?
Bye, Jeff. You can sit here now.
At least someone wears that hat.
Yep. Anyway, what are we talking about today?
I don't even know.
Suitcase.
Suitcase. Do you know what's funny about Suitcase? This suitcase doesn't even come with us. It's just the one that we use for the reels to represent it. We actually use proper suitcases, big ones. This one comes to class sometimes because it's quite secure. I think Tia got it free with a IKEA or something. The reason we've got it here today is because we've been doing a bit of traveling. We went to Hong Kong last week and we done a camp. And it wasn't the first time we done that camp. It was the second time, but it was the first time we done that camp the second time in Hong Kong. Got it?
And that camp was the camp that we spoke about a few podcasts ago, which was actually Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. Don't say it.
You can't say it 3 times.
No, we can't.
We could say it. That means we can't say it at all for the rest of this podcast.
That's it.
Who's this? This is Bob. If anyone has watched the movie, this is Bob. He's probably the best character in the whole movie.
Yeah, justice for Bob.
No, we watched it last year when it came out.
No.
And I actually grew up watching the original movie as well because there's now 2 of them.
I do love it.
And it's
very fun.
It's so fun. It's just crazy and it's very abstract. And we chose it for that exact reason.
It's absurd, just like us.
Yes. And then we wrote our own version for the 3rd installment, technically, which was all about. You have to just say the name, don't you?
Just do it.
No, you do it.
You go on, just do it.
No, go on. Seriously, you take it.
All right, so we I can't do it. I'm scared. I'm
Go
scared
on,
of
try
what
it.
could happen.
Say it.
Should we do it together? Because then it'll be four. Then it might like double negative.
Okay. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Beetle. Oh no. Okay, I feel like I'm in the movie now. Beetlejuice. So we done Phuket, Beetlejuice. Ah! And it was really good. And we had 35 kids, right? And
It was insane.
It was insane. And while this was happening, and the show went really well, it was really fun, super absurd. And the whole week we were sort of like trying to also promote the Hong Kong camp next week. And we ended up with not many kids. We ended up with 8 kids. But
For Hong Kong.
yeah, and we were a little bit like, oh, what are we gonna do? But it was a new place. We've never done a camp here before, so we came with the perspective that this is a rehearsal for future endeavors, and like everything we learned from this would be good. And then when we got there, we learned so much, didn't we? I mean, sure you would agree, but it made us realize it made me remember why we do what we do, because instead of having 35 kids with loads of staff and so much craziness happening, we had 8 kids, and I could really focus on that kid's growth and see them and spend a lot of time on them in the play. And it just it narrowed, with it just us 2 there, it focused in, it allowed us to narrow into what we do,
Yeah, I think there's pros and cons with both. Like with 35 kids, the energy is insane.
Mm-hmm.
Like the songs, the dances, the scenes are so big and extravagant. But your energy is sparse. Is that the word? Sparse. Sparse. I don't know. Anyway, scattered along too many kids.
Spread.
When I'm at a camp with 35 kids, it's you're constantly working. It's non-stop. You don't have time to breathe.
You just don't, especially at lunch. You think lunchtime's lunchtime, it's not lunchtime.
Yeah, it's just full on go. Whereas the Hong Kong camp, there was times to breathe, there was times to relax, there was times to chill out and really connect with each kid individually, which we can still do with 35 kids, but just less. So yeah, I think it was the same situation for me, is that we actually during the week we pulled a tarot card and we both got the same card in front of all the kids, and we were screaming around the whole room. Everyone's going
because we got the 5 of Swords, didn't we?
Yeah,
was it the 5
was 5 of Swords or 5 of Pentacles? 5 of Pentacles.
Yes.
And it was basically saying worrying about money, worrying about the amount of kids that you have, all these kind of things.
It was
but the blessing in that was actually by the end, we did realize that why we do what we do.
Yeah,
it brought us back to 100% 3 odd years ago. 3 odd years ago, where we...
The oddest of years. It's happened again. It's his trigger word. He loses all thoughts when he says that.
Yeah, it's gone. Okay, 3 odd years ago. Oh yeah, just to the core of what we were doing, why we created this.
Yeah.
It was nice. Yeah, I think we just really stripped it back. It was so simple. The set was simple. Everything was stripped back. I think that I was reminded to keep it all simple for such a crazy show. And then the best part was there was this one kid, Oscar, he was so shy on the Monday. He couldn't even say his name, but he would just be like this all the time. And he was 5 years old, I believe.
Oscar.
And he was attached to his sister. It was like they were sewn together. And his sister was older and way more confident. But by the end of the week, we gave him a challenge just to have a little motto, a little paragraph about trick or treating.
He opened up the scene, didn't he?
Yeah, just by himself on stage, and he smashed it. It was very quiet still, but he just he went for it, and I was so proud of him.
Yeah, I spoke to Dad after, and we were just saying because you look at Charlie, who was Beetlejuice's baby, and she was just smashing it, but that was her journey. But I said to Oscar's dad, that was such a big step for him, and he was just the fact that he went on stage and done that was his big step, you know, and that's what mattered. It isn't about him being the best person in the show; it's about his little step on his little journey, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, Beetlejuice is a demon that lives in the afterlife. And in our story, we went down the generations, and Beetlejuice has had a baby, and then this baby had grown up and turned into Mr. Jason.
Mama.
And then Beetlejuice's son, which was played by Jason, had another child. And then this was like the grandchild of Beetlejuice. And the story was that this demon child did not want to be evil anymore, didn't want to be a demon.
The light horse of the
wanted
family.
to be a dancer.
A dancer.
Just wanted to be a dancer. Just wanted to dance.
For once in my life.
Which was actually quite hilarious because both actors, Charlie and Gabriel, played it so funnily.
Yeah, differently though.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Both very funny.
So then they wanted to be a dancer, and then Beetlejuice basically explained that if you go to the land of the living and you take a few souls for your own, then you can trade. Mm-hmm. So then basically a few kids in the land of the living, it was trick-or-treating day.
Yeah, they love
Halloween
spooky stuff. They love telling scary stories.
Yeah, and then they ended up basically summoning Beetlejuice, and then they switched places. They went into the afterlife. There was this crazy adventure going through like
The Soul Train.
reincarnation, and the Soul Train, and then going through limbo, and all these big ideas, but putting it in a fun, crazy way for kids to kind of understand it
yeah.
and explore it. And then one thing I think we found when we were creating the show, which I absolutely loved, is that like we had all these characters that were dead technically, and they were kind of soulless. But everyone in the underworld, like we had the K-pop human hunters, and then we had the Grin Reapers.
These were the people that were basically trying to hunt down the humans to get them out of the Neverworld, because living souls can't be in the Neverworld, you know?
Yeah.
So they had to deal with them.
So one group was trying to save them, one group was trying to extinguish them forever. And I found the most fascinating thing is that all of them started dancing. Like as we were writing it and as we were directing it, every group were dancing, they were just like popping it and locking it. If you were the K-poppers, or the Grin Reapers were kind of just like more cool. It was just really interesting because then I got to the thought of like how if you're dead, dancing is such a beautiful thing. It's like it's the way our bodies can move. It is how we can feel our soul. You know, it's like that's what we are at the end of the day. We are energy that's just constantly moving and changing and growing and evolving. And if you can dance with yourself, it's like you can feel alive the most.
Yeah.
So the characters that were dead in the underworld, they just danced all the time because that was their way of being alive, I guess.
Yeah, Beetlejuicing with life. Dancing with death, dancing with life. Yeah, it's true. They were, because in our dances as well, every group was dancing, and like it was like a way. It was like another language, wasn't it? It was like a way for them to connect with the limbo. Like it was the twilight. We kept mentioning day and night, and the dichotomy between these two things, and the twilight was the space in between where we meet, and that's what the play was. We were like meeting in the middle, where even the set, was it real life Halloween or was it the Neverworld? It was kind of both, because there was this liminal space that we were playing with the whole time. And then as by the end, we done, you know, this whole dance by Gautier with My Heart's a Mess into Heads Will Roll, like a mashup. But at the end, one of the characters said, like, the only way for us all to be saved is we need to ride the sandworm. And if you don't know the sandworm, it's the big black and white thing that eats Beetlejuice and sends you to like the beyond, gone forever. And she says, like, for us to be saved, we need to ride on the sandworm, on the thin thread of life, because life is so thin. And I think that the dance represented that liminal space in between. And so at the end, they were all dancing like ghosts. And as the sandworm came and they made a big chain, they all started to come to life, you know. And at the end, at first it was going to be a sad ending where they all stayed in the Neverworld, and then we was like, this is not the way. But you learn these things in this.
Originally in the script, it was going to be like a mass suicide. It was like all the kids loved the Netherworld so much that they wanted to live there forever, and then we were like, okay, no.
But we realized that was a bit somber. It was not our intention. So afterwards, when we saw it, we changed it to like more Frankenstein joke, like, you know, we've made it, we're alive, and everyone went to live their life. And it was that kind of, and then as you watch the kids, it was like, you kids are going to live your life, you know, and we're just having fun with this concept of death, you know, rather than, but you've got a long life to live, and we're just building confidence and having fun, if anything. But
I think that was a huge part, which I noticed with the kids when they were talking a lot of the time, is that they weren't as scared they weren't as scared by the end of the week as they were on the Monday of like death or
Halloween in general.
Halloween in general, yeah, exactly.
I've seen a few
By the
kids.
end, it was just like we celebrated it, and I think that's I think that's what death should be, is like a celebration.
celebration.
Because they're going to another life, you know. They're going to go to a brighter place, I guess.
Yeah, it's that thing I like.
Hopefully.
I always think like the reason you're sad about something is because you loved. It's like they work in what's the word?
Conjunction.
Conjunction. Thank you.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it is conjunction.
I had that for about 10 seconds.
Yes, they work in conjunction, like love and hate and like all these things. Like the reason, or like grief, the reason you're sad about something is because you loved it. It's the only way you can feel love is because you also felt like the sadness. Sorry, the only reason you can feel that sadness is because you felt that love before. Because if you didn't feel it, then you wouldn't care. You
Exactly.
know? And it's that idea of like celebrating it and like honing in on that love while also acknowledging the sadness and the grief, you know. And I think that's the beauty of emotions, regulating them and reflecting on them rather than just like giving everything to them, you know.
Yeah, I think like in life, everything is a positive or negative. There's pros, cons to everything. There's day and night. There's like love and hate, like you were saying, and we can't experience the complete utter bliss and joy without experiencing the pain and the suffering.
Yeah, it doesn't exist.
Which is actually quite cool about the sandworm, because it was black and white. So it was like this thread throughout the play,
And
which was really cool.
What's the line that Amari says at the end so beautifully? Because I saw a few of the parents go. She's like, if you ever miss your friends, don't worry, because you'll know they'll be there in the twilight between night and day. When she said it, but it was very sweet. I like ending on a nice little sweet little message at the end.
Dare I say it? Exclusive right now. Probably one of my favorite shows.
Oh.
Out of like all that we've done.
When you said that at camp and the kids were like, you say that every time.
No, but I was like being truthful, because they were like, you always say it's a favorite show. But this one actually was.
The next one will be the best one. Then the next one will be the best one.
There was like musical elements. There was songs throughout every scene, and like it just kept going. And like there was, I don't know, it was a lot of fun. I like Halloween shows for that, because then you can go crazy with it. You don't have to try and like play into being so subtle all the time.
Yeah, Halloween has its, as in we can do that and get away with it. If we done Beetlejuice in February, then people would be like, what are you doing?
I want to talk about one thing.
Just one thing.
Just one thing.
That's it.
But this one small thing is a very big thing.
Do it.
Okay. And this small thing actually gifted me this. And it is Charlie.
Oh.
And I just want to say that Charlie, and her mum, Lisa, they followed us from Phuket all the way to Hong Kong to come and join our first ever Hong Kong camp. And I just thought she's 7 years old, and she's just amazing.
She smashed it.
She's just like on another level. She's, you know, when you have a natural talent, she's just like, she just knows humor. She just gets us straight away.
We'll get her on the podcast one day for sure.
She's coming. I feel like we actually need to do it with this.
Right now. And there she is.
Charlie.
But it was interesting. Like we talk about Oscar, for instance, and I kind of mentioned Charlie, but let's take Charlie, for instance. Like she came from Phuket to Hong Kong. And if she was in the Phuket camp with 35 kids, she would have been lost a little bit because she's younger.
We said we would have cast her as
lots
like
more other talent
in a group.
people, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, but because she came with us to Phuket and we know her so well and we know what she's capable of, she ended up being the lead in the Hong Kong Beetlejuice, and she was the Beetlejuice baby. And she was so funny and so dynamic and so comedic timing was on point. I even taught the kids to stage slap them.
Yeah, that was I was just about to say it. My favorite scene. She like had wronged them by trapping these souls in the afterlife. And then I actually was in the scene as well, and I was like, how could you? And then we all took a line and we just like slapped her around the face.
I taught the kids how to stage slap, and one of the parents messaged me at a football game, and Finley, and he was teaching his mates at the rugby game how to stage slap. So there's this video of just them slapping each other. It's funny. Yeah. Obviously not actually slapping each other, okay? Play fighting's okay. Acting fighting, okay. Real fighting, not okay. Unless it's in the UFC.
Yeah, there's so many. I could talk about every kid, like even Ollie and Finn, and how they
so
live
funny.
in Hong Kong, and actually we met them here in Phuket,
and they were just
the reason that we were over there. They were in the element, and we've seen them for like 4 years now grow.
They've grown so much.
Honestly, Finn used to be like this tall, and he's always like this. But now he's like older, and he's
But it was
so much more confident. Both of them.
Like it was so good for their journey, you know, because we gave them so much more that they wouldn't have got in a bigger group, and it was just so like nice to be able to give them that opportunity to shine, I guess, at such a young age, and their confidence must have skyrocketed, you know, just from that week. I'd say
it was good. It's just good. That was it. That's all we got to say. That was good.
It's good stuff.
Oh, okay. So behind our camps, we actually also do a lot of like set making, prop making, costume designing, all these crazy things.
Takes a long time.
And a lot of the stuff that we do ourselves, but we also try and get the kids incorporated. And I wanted to show everyone one thing, which is Jason.
What the? This is me. Look at the little smile. Let's see if it fits.
Yeah, this is Jason here. And this is what we were creating last week. And if you look behind me, you'll see, this is Tia.
Introducing Tia.
Yeah, we're introducing Tia now. You'll see her soon. She's a teacher. But this is Tia, and basically we got the kids to make their own masks of their face, and then we started the whole show with Deo, and they were actually on the back of their heads, and they were like these sculptures. It was really cool, and then they like twisted around, and it was like this representation of dying, really.
Oh yeah, transitioning.
Yeah,
from life to
transitioning
death,
from life to death. Yeah,
we went back again, didn't we? At the end, we sang it again, but they were going back to the living.
Yeah, it was kind of like the rite of passage as you pass through a life. Yeah. It was very beautiful.
And it's also that symbolism what I was talking about earlier about like what's underneath the mask. I mean, that story I was telling about Luna and Leo, and it's like sometimes it goes both ways. Sometimes we're scared. You know, we could talk about one girl who sort of by the start of the week, she was hiding behind a mask because she was getting a bit older, nearly a teenager now. And she was like, she was kind of like, oh, I'm too old to be here. But Friday, she kind of took that mask off and she was being her fun-loving self again, you know? And so there's that representation of like hiding behind your mask as you grow up and not showing your true self, but also being scared about what's behind the mask because you're scared of the unknown, you know? Mm-hmm. And this is also death, you know? There's layers to it, is what I'm saying.
And there's layers to this mask because we actually used something called Modrock, which is actually for casts in the hospitals.
Which was for our cast.
Yeah, see? So like genius. And then the biggest challenge with this is that we had to ask the kids to lay down and to basically meditate through this mask going on their face.
Breathe through their nose.
And only breathe through their nose. And I actually was quite panicked about it beforehand when I first mentioned like doing this craft. But when we got down to it, I was so impressed. Every single kid like just laid there. They were just like sleeping basically. But we set the tone nicely. We put a bit of meditation music on and we told a story.
It was good.
And we calmed them down and we put them in pairs and we taught it like it was something really delicate and to take care with it.
Even some of the more boisterous boys, you know, I won't mention any names, but they really took to it well. I was watching them and then they were like, you know, I was working with Sky and she was just an absolute little angel. She's only 5 and she was just like, every time I was like, you're right, Sky, she's like, it was just like, that was the best thing about that. Just like letting them pause, you know?
Yeah. Because our camps can be very crazy and there's so many moving parts and we're singing, we're dancing, we're running around, we're getting into costume. And then we make sure every morning to do like yoga or meditation, or throughout the day we try and bring the energy down and calm them. It's like like the sandworm. It's like a journey, isn't it? But yeah, I found that as well. The cutest thing ever was when they were partnered doing their masks. All the kids were like, "Are you okay?" to their partner, and I was like, "This is so sweet."
They're like taking it seriously.
Are you okay? Can you breathe? Yeah. Okay, you're doing amazing.
I love overhearing the kids sometimes. They done this when we was doing the spray painting. They're like, have you ever spray painted a shirt before? No, I haven't. Have you? Oh no, this is my first time. I'm so excited. I love them little conversations of the kids, and I realized. For us, we're just doing our job, and then I realized that this is something so new for them. You know, they've never done a mask. I've never done a mask like this before, so I've really enjoyed it more than I thought I would. It was quite a nice little kind of.
It was nice.
It was a nice experience.
So I was thinking this because, like, obviously our camps have so much going on. There's so many things, and I never had that experience as a kid. Do you remember anything specific as a kid? Because I remember a few things, and they're such a life changer for me. But they're nothing like what we do with the kids now. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Like, I remember such small, subtle things, and then the kids now, if they come to a camp, they're like, it must blow their brains off.
And
like this guy.
Yeah, this is their brains. No, I mean, we've spoken about this before, but like the reason we do what we do is because we're recreating what we wish we had. But that's all what we're all doing. Scars of the universe, healing ourselves as a whole and as individuals. But I do remember doing my shows in school and stuff and then being such pivotal moments and like such nice moments for me. But no way. I remember, for instance, doing like, you know, the Tyrannosaurus Rex or like the little sand things and you do the colored sand in the plastic containers. and you put the sand in the plastic containers and make a pattern.
Oh, yeah.
And then
yeah,
you
yeah,
shake
yeah,
it or
yeah.
make a pattern. That I remember doing that and going, oh my God, I kept it for years because I thought that was so fun. And I just think back like what that was. And like that was just such a silly, trivial thing.
Yeah, there's
you
small
know,
things that you'll keep forever.
we're doing like these really cool crafts and cool things and creating theatre and magic and making songs and on a daily.
Yeah.
And I'm loving it. So I don't know what the kids are thinking.
I'm sure they'll love it. Actually, I saw recently on one of our parents' stories on Instagram, there was like our posters that we'd created for their birthday was on the wall.
That's so cute.
And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
like all these little laminations that we make or anything small, they actually keep on to it, which is beautiful.
Making memories that last a lifetime.
We did a lot of tarot.
We did do a lot of tarot.
We created our own tarot cards with the kids. That was actually really fun.
Tarot's fun at Halloween, isn't it?
It was they are like immersed when it comes
Obsessed.
to creating their own tarot cards.
They're obsessed with like having their readings done.
Yeah. And then they like creating their own ones and then doing other people's readings.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
really
yeah.
enjoy it.
It's that I think it's that idea of like the magic and the fortune telling, like because they're so young, maybe they like the idea of like what's happening in my future. You know.
I think so.
It's the
And I
magic
think
of it.
a lot of the time, like there is magic in life, and I think it's hidden from the naked eye. Whereas when you get tarot cards, they're right in front of your face. So the kids are like, "What? This
Plus it's
actually,
storytelling.
it actually makes sense." And it's usually spot on. Almost every single time, it's spot on. I just hit the mic with this banana, and again, yeah. She's annoyed. Yeah, because I read this book once, half a book. I didn't read all of it because I don't read books.
didn't
but
read. I read a page.
I skimmed through this book called Ancient Magic, which I was actually guided to go and find in London, and then I found it. And what I took from it is that years and years and years ago, magic existed because like
People believed.
people were making bread and putting yeast with flour and all these things, and then something was created. That for them was magic. And it is magic.
It is.
And a lot of people nowadays, like,
Take it for granted.
yeah, everything to the smallest detail can be magic in this world. And it's right in front of us. And a lot of people just dismiss it.
Yeah, it's true.
And then tarot gives the opportunity for people to be like, oh, kind of believe this.
Yeah, and I like, for me, tarot is like, I believe everyone can read tarot because I believe that, like you're saying, magic is everywhere. And it's like, it's just a story laid out for you to reflect upon. So it's like almost like self-therapy in a way. Like you can see this story, the fool goes on this journey, and these cards that you pull, you can reflect. And then you can speak to yourself about that story and then be like, oh. So it's like, it's just a nice little conversation with yourself, to see what you need to do and where you need to go, and it's just a beautiful thing, isn't it?
But if you ever pull the tower, run!
No, the tower's great. No, context.
Run! Quit your life.
We've had
Yeah.
a busy, fun few weeks. We've learnt a lot, and
Camp was good.
Camp was
Amazing.
good.
We learned so many things from both different ones. And
we said yes to going abroad. Like there was a little bit of like uncertainty around it, and we've just done it. And I'm glad we did, because even though it might not have been what we wanted, but it was what we needed.
yes. And now, Jeff, you can get
Thank
out
you.
of here because it's time for Suitcase. Because we are going to actually go to Nepal next week.
Yeah, we are. We're going to Nepal for a children's theatre festival.
Yes.
Suitcase isn't coming, I don't think, but
Shh, one day.
one day you'll come on a journey with us. But you'll always be the representation of that journey.
Yeah. So tune in to the next podcast when we probably talk about what happened in Nepal. But I will say that we have 4 days to create a 1-hour play between two people, and we have nothing.
Yeah, by the time this podcast is out, it would have happened already.
Yeah, so let's find out what's going to
So
happen.
we'll talk
there.
about this in the future, probably like
Ooh.
after Christmas. I
It'll
don't
either
know
be
when
a
you get here.
huge success or it's going to be chaos.
All right. Anyway, happy
Cool.
Halloween.
Thanks. What, Halloween? What?